case you didn't notice, I was watching YouTube before you got here. Now I need to find my video. So we're running a little different today. Josh isn't with me, if you may have noticed. It's kind of quiet.
And my microphone was off. Alright. So, may have noticed, something's a little different today. It's a little different because, Josh isn't with me. Josh isn't with me because Josh had some stuff going on. Where is it? Let's play that one. I don't know what this is. But we are going to... Oh, this is the right one. We're going to switch my display capture quick. And it's display 2 because it somehow keeps getting switched around. I think this is even the right one. This is the wrong one. Yup. Okay. So Josh isn't with me today. Because he actually ended up moving today. He was moving, he didn't get everything set up yet, so it's just gonna be us today. You know what, that's alright, that's alright. If it's just us, that'll be just fine. This is my right video. So Josh and I being here, it might be a little bit shorter today. I'm not really too sure yet. But right now we've got some new some playlist updates to talk about. Playlist updates, from what I looked at the patch notes were really, really bare, as usual, because I had to do some digging to find out what they actually changed. Because when I looked up the patch notes just based on the BattleNet, all it would tell me about was the zombies update. There were some problems with some zombies, I guess. I'm sorry, I didn't really pay too much attention because I don't play zombies. And, well, I don't really play zombies that often. But, since we're but I ended up looking, and I found something new. So our mid-season update, they nerfed the DMR and the, Type 63 a second time. Is this time going to be enough? So what they did was, for the DMR and the Type 63, they reduced the bullet penetration damage from a sniper to an AR, which, for a tactical rifle, it's kind of got that, in-betweenish. Being in between, I don't know. I think they need to have one or the other. I mean, it's got the... I'm trying to talk about it like I've used it more than twice. It's got the range of a very high range MR or AR, but at the same time it does the damage of a sniper-ish. At least it did, When they nerfed it last time, it took 3 whole bullets to kill instead of 2. Big change, right? So they dropped that off again. They gave exact numbers, but I didn't know what they mean. So they dropped the damage fall, or they increased the damage fall off range. So the farther away you are, the less damage it's going to give you if it hits you. At least that's how I took it. They increased the recoil moderately for the second and third bullet, which are mainly the shots to kill. That'll kill ya. And slightly for subsequent bullets. They lowered the damage for headshots and your lower torso damage. They did change something that I'm kind of happy about. So many of you may have noticed, or may have heard about what they call the infinite stim glitch. So what that was is if you were using your tactical, if you were cooking a grenade and you used your tactical, that tactical would not be consumed. So you can sit there with a grenade and use your stim, and then use your stim, and then put the grenade down because you're using your stim, but it wouldn't count, and then you could cook your grenade, stim, down. That's been patched apparently multiple times. That's been a problem since months. Not since the Cold War integration, but like a few months before that. That makes me kind of happy because, you know, then I won't encounter that when I play a Warzone. But at the same time, I haven't encountered that yet. I haven't encountered that yet, so I haven't really gotten the chance to see how annoying that is, or be that annoying guy myself. But at the same time, it's one of those issues that you're like, you didn't do it, you didn't run into it, so it's kind of glad because it'd be annoying either way for somebody. Makes the whole game environment a little bit better. We're gonna talk about anti-cheat. You guys know about the Warzone anti-cheat? Well, sorry, not the Warzone anti-cheat, the Activision anti-cheat. So the anti-cheat is pretty simple. Now, a lot of games such as Valorant, League of Legends, pretty much every other game I play that wasn't Call of Duty has an actual anti-cheat. Some of them won't open unless the program that I use to control my RGB lighting is closed, because that might be that they think that's like a cheating software. It's not. But at the same time, it's strong enough to be like, oh hey, this might be a cheat, turn it off, we won't start. Which, it's annoying, because there's still some cheaters that get in there, but at the same time it's a lot more difficult. A lot of us have been running into cheaters in Warzone, Call of Duty, and Modern Warfare, and Black Ops Cold War as well. That being said, it's annoying, but you see it a lot more in these Call of Duty games, because if you report somebody for cheating, that just gets emailed to somebody. There's, I think, last time I heard there were like maybe 5 guys that dealt with that. So, if someone were to get banned for cheating, that's because someone reported it as cheating, and like 1 of 5 guys maybe read it. There's no automatic software, it's just you report it, maybe someone will look into it. So, that being said, Charlie Intel got interviewed a COD World Champion. I know he's been 2 times, I'm not sure if it's 3. Crimsix, with what he was saying, I'm going to try and find the article here quick. What he was saying was that in Oofda, what he was saying was, with how things are going right now, unless Activision brings in an anti-cheat, the game is going to be dead. Because anything below pro play could potentially just be so full of cheaters that you're going to be playing cheaters and cheaters, and the honest player, like the honest player, doesn't even have a chance. Which I understand that. I get I can see why someone would want an anti-cheat. I don't want to... It's not that I can see why. I know why. Because it prevents things like this. You know, you don't have somebody invisible running around killing everybody. You don't have someone just infinitely stimming. I watched a YouTube video the other day where there was a guy that was cheating in Warzone. And what he was doing was, not only did he do an invisibility glitch, he was using a, I can't remember how. I can't remember what exactly he was doing, but for some reason, he was invisible, but he was dropping gas masks behind him everywhere. So by the time the gas mask, like the gas actually closed in on him, it was just crack, one crack, throw, one crack, throw, one crack, throw, one crack, throw. So he'd get a new gas mask every time one of the health bars on his whole gas mask just kind of, you know, left. Which is really, it's annoying as it is. I mean, somehow he still lost. I can't remember how that one turned out. But with an anti-cheat software, things like that could be eliminated. Which means if you go and you have these, like, if you have online tournaments or like some sort of betting system, you know, you can get rid of, you can level the playing field a bit, because, you know, it runs an anti-cheat, it runs a, you know, with an anti-cheat, there's no cheaters, and with no cheaters, well, the game's fun again. So I think they need an anti-cheat. Crimsix thinks they use an anti-cheat. Because with that many cheaters just dominating the airwaves, it's not a game anymore. It's just who can cheat better than the other guys. Where did I put my computer? Okay, so that being said, we're going to move on. The return of the Black Ops 2 Express map. I personally don't remember this map. Josh does. We talked about this a couple days ago. But we talked about it, and he remembers this map, but I don't. But apparently one of the popular Black Ops 2 maps called Express is coming back into Black Ops Cold War. It's coming back as a zombies map. And he's excited. I'm kind of excited because I want to see what it's like, since he was that excited about it. And then this is something that I've been seeing things about for about a week now. Warzone is officially pay to win, guys. Now, we all know that the Mac10 was one of the best, quote-unquote, best guns in Warzones for a while. It was part of the meta. And then they nerfed it. But a YouTuber who goes by the name of J-God, I almost said Gay God, okay. J-God tests these weapons and their damage, just to kind of see, like, the specifics of which, like, what shot does where, what shot does, what kind of shots do what kind of damage, what the crit is, bullet velocity, all that kind of thing. Well, what he was doing, or what he found, was there is a
there's a blueprint for the Mac10 that comes with the Battle Pass. And that blueprint, if I can find my Twitter folder, the blueprint has a Mac10 with various attachments, and these attachments, don't really seem to do that much. I mean, it's a blueprint, so you could probably find something better. And it's called the Gallantry. I believe it's number 95 on the Battle Pass. But the regular Mac10 now, for a headshot, does 30 damage. It used to be 40. The chest damage does 25. The stomach damage is 25. And the limbs are 22. Now, this Mac10 Blueprint, the Gallantry, he took all of the attachments off and tested it this way. So this is why it's pay to win. So you can either buy the Battle Pass and grind it, or buy the Battle Pass and buy the tiers to get this blueprint. So what he did was he took all of the attachments off, which makes it a regular old Mac10. Except with this regular old Mac10 with a skin, the head damage was 40, the chest damage was 34, the stomach damage was 34, and the limbs were 30. Every single thing was almost 10. Every single damage was higher by about 10 than a regular old Mac10. So that's something to be a little concerned about. It's concerning because I need to plug in this mouse. It's concerning because if I have a Mac10 and someone who uses a Gallantry Mac10 and they're a 101, I'm going to lose just because I don't do the same amount of damage. I don't do the same amount of damage, which means why should I bother playing? Why bother playing when somebody wants to... Why bother playing when somebody who pays for the same gun but with a skin could just wreck me? But at the same time, why would I want to pay? Why should I have to pay to get that same kind of treatment? Why should I have to pay to get a better gun? That's something I'm upset with. That's something a couple other people, and by a couple other, I mean I've been seeing a lot about this on Twitter. A lot of people are obsessed with, or upset with. And this just isn't how it should be. I mean, if you want to do a pay to win, sure, make it... Not even sure. If you're gonna pay to win anything, pay to win, like XP tokens. Because if I could buy XP tokens, I probably would, because then I get max level the second the game comes out. And then I could get all those guns, and I could get all those attachments, and, it all comes down to how familiar I am with the weapon and how familiar I am with the attachments. But if little Johnny Numbnuts over there could buy, steal mommy's credit card and get a battle pass and just wreck me, Come on, Activision, pull it out. Put your head on your ass. Speaking of cheaters, kind of. I mean, not really cheating. Pay to win isn't really cheating. It's just kind of like a dick move on the company's part. Facebook gaming. Facebook gaming. So, if you are on Twitch, the terms of service for Twitch have you go. Is this it? Okay, this is set to my quadcast. So the terms of service for Twitch state that if you are reported for cheating in your stream, and you are, you're going to get banned. Well, because of that, a lot of hackers are going over to Facebook gaming. Why, do you ask? Why would you cheat when you're streaming to Facebook? I mean, you get post blocked for like a week if you post the wrong kind of picture. That is true. That's true. But no. See, on Facebook gaming, I'm trying to find my mouse again. On Facebook gaming, in their rules, their terms of service, cheating isn't actually barred. So people are, these hackers are kind of taking refuge, so to speak, at Facebook gaming because they're not going to get punished if they cheat. But at the same time, I've always been a why cheat in the first place kind of guy. Why would you bother cheating in a game against other people? Why would you bother cheating in general? Because if you're cheating in a single player game, the only person you're cheating is yourself. Cheating in a single... I don't know how to speak right now. Cheating in a single player game, you just don't get to experience the full game. I mean, let's just take Pokemon. If you cheat in Pokemon and you get a level 100 Dragonite right off the bat, what else are you going to do? There's nothing more to be done. You're going to take that level 100 Dragonite, you're just going to plow through everybody through the story in 10 minutes, where instead of taking your time and doing, the little side missions and stuff, fighting everybody you can to raise the team, no, you're just going to steamroll everybody with that level 100 Dragonite. And why do that to yourself? But if you're cheating in Modern Warfare, sure, you're going to win Warzone because nobody can hit you if they don't see you, but at the same time, you lost the ability to know if you could have done that on your own. And everybody else lost the ability to know that they can play a game and not be worried. Why worry about cheaters? Or why play a game when there's so many cheaters? That's something I can understand. Sometimes I don't want to play Warzone. Because someone's going to use a stim glitch, or someone's going to be invisible, or someone's going to use an aimbot, and it's not fair. And I still do it, but I don't know why some days. Anyway, people are going over to Facebook Gaming so that they can't cheat, or they can cheat without consequences. And I'm not a fan of that. Where are we at? Now we're going to talk about this new game mode that's coming with the mid-season update, which I think already happened. Oh, sorry. But if I've been playing, it's been Warzone. So, I haven't really had the chance to check out Cold War to see if it's actually in there. So now we got Operation Dropkick. To me, it kind of seems like a mobile hardpoint. So basically what it would be is, how do I explain this? I wrote it out, but I don't want to say it because I wrote a way that can make me understand it, but I don't want to say it because it's kind of dumb. Because it's like hardpoint mobile, and it's 6v6 teams to control a briefcase, which is basically hot potato. Did I just mention a potato? You bet your sweet pippy I did. That seems something that's kind of be fun to try, but I don't know if I could actually play it myself. Because I'm not really a fan of hardpoint. Which is weird, because on Modern Warfare, I was actually pretty decent at it. I hate it, but apparently I'm good, kind of. I don't know, maybe. It's something for me to try. I just keep skipping around in my notes. NVIDIA DLSS support's coming. For those of you with older cards, I'm sorry this doesn't pertain to you. For console peasants, I love you. This still doesn't pertain to you. But for anyone with a 20 series or higher, so it's something that includes ray tracing capabilities, this is gonna be great. So DLSS, I can't remember what it's called. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Not my calendar. NVIDIA DLSS. Okay. Deep Learning Super Sampling. So it's a groundbreaking AI render technology that takes the page is loading. It takes your visual fidelity to a whole new level using dedicated tensor core AI processors. Taps into the power of a deep learning neural network to boost frame rates and generate beautiful, sharp images for your games. You may even get the performance headroom to maximize ray tracing settings and increase output resolution. Now, what this means is this actually means a few things. No, a few things, meaning that, for one, it's going to make everything look better. Even if just a little bit, it's going to be better. Which, I mean, I don't know about all y'all's, but I like it when it looks better. Things are going to look better, your frames are going to increase, which is great because randomly when I play Warzone, I have no idea why, since the Cold War integration, not even since Cold War integration, since Cold War launch, if I played Warzone, I can't. Because I have an RTX 2070, it's the Founders Edition, it was like $800, and it hasn't been used or abused or overclocked or anything, but I'll just be going along in Warzone, and just out of nowhere, my frames just get chunky and low, and it's lagging. Like, my video is lagging. I can hear everything's going on still perfectly, and my internet doesn't change. It doesn't spike or anything. But my video is just and I'm dead. Because now I only get like 60 to 70 frames for Warzone when I used to get like 200 and 240. NVIDIA DLSS will help with that. It can boost your frames through hardware, not hardware, well, kind of hardware, a quote-unquote synthetic hardware acceleration, which means it's not going to actually push your hardware any harder, but it's going to use what it does use and take what it does use and stretch it further. Which you can actually see. You can actually use this NVIDIA DLSS in Cold War right now, and I've used it. It makes it look better. Colors are better. It's just better. Why am I so tired? I took a nap. That being said, for those of you that want to go and sell your left nut for a 3090 because some guy in a van's selling, because yes, boys. Well, not boys. PC Master Race are the boys. Console peasants whom I love equally. Because they don't... Just because you don't spend $4,000 on a computer doesn't mean that you don't deserve my love, and I love all of you. But for those of you on console, these 30 series cards are really, really hard to find. I think every one that's launched so far they've been available for sale at 6 a.m. and by 6:01 they were sold out. Actually, think about it like your PlayStations. Your PlayStation 5s and your Xbox Series X's. Someone will go buy that the second it's out online for $400, and they're going to try and sell it to you for $1,200. That's what I'm seeing with these 30 series cards, if I see them at all. But thanks to, this DLSS, those of you with 20 series cards can kind of accelerate a little bit and put off buying that 30 series cards a little more. But no. DMRZone.exw is finally over. So I know we talked last week about the Warzone DMR nerf. And I know that we said it was confusing because it nerfed it in Warzone, but not in multiplayer. That's still true. That's still true. And the nerfs that I saw earlier, I don't know if those are just in Warzone. My thoughts are they would be. The last ones would be. I still think it's dumb that you have to keep track of your weapon damages from one game mode to the next. But at the same time, if you get into a match and someone has a DMR, doesn't matter near as much anymore. I personally haven't played Warzone in a couple days. Been a little busy, a little bit tired. But from what I've heard, the recoil is a bit more bouncy on it. By bouncy, I mean you're going to hit it, and you're going to shoot, and it's going to bounce, and so you can't just pop, pop, pop. You pop, pop. So that'll be nice. I mean, for those of you that want to just sit there and get kills with the meta, like, get good. But for the rest of us, it means that just because someone has a DMR doesn't mean you're gonna die. I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh. And because the recoil has been increased, that means if someone does hit you, you do have a chance to get away. Just like if every other gun, you have a chance to get away. I mean, I wouldn't run away. I would tactically retreat, and then turn around. But I ain't running like no bitch. But you got the chance to run away now. With that being said, what is going to be the next weapon? What's going to be the next weapon everybody uses? Okay, so I'm watching this video and I was talking about the Mac10. This pre-recorded video, and I was talking about the Mac10. And I picked up a Mac10 and I looked up, and that gallantry blueprint I was talking about earlier, you know, the one that's broken in the pay to win gun, I'm picking that up in this video. That's nice. But anyway, so now that your Mac10, your DMR, and your akimbo, your Type 63, and your akimbo pistols have been nerfed, what's the next gun for Warzone? I've seen a lot of talk, but the only one that I've consistently seen, and by consistently seen, I mean I've seen them more than 3 times, is the FFAR. I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say. What you're going to say is, oh, that's a stupid gun. It's slow. I mean, with attachments, with the right attachments, it's going to be a lot faster. And being a lot faster, you bring it up quick, it shoots fast anyway, you can extend the mags, you can get a sight you like on it. Plus it does a decent bit of damage on its own. So that's what I think might be. That's what I think might be coming next. I mean, I'm certainly going to try it at least. Moving on. New multiplayer map. This was introduced in the mid-season update. Again, I have not played it yet. But the Sanatorium map. Apparently it's a remake, but I'm not entirely sure of what. Because I saw pictures, I saw some screenshots, but I didn't see any gameplay. So I saw some screenshots and I'm like, wait, what the heck is that? Because it kind of looks, the screenshots that I saw were kind of like, when it shows you kind of rolling into the map, dropping you off on the plane, from the plane or the helicopter or whatever. That's kind of what I saw these screenshots to be. So if it is familiar, I'm not familiar with it. Granted, I haven't played a Call of Duty seriously since Modern Warfare 3. When Modern Warfare came out, I got back into it quite a bit. And now we're here with the FlashBang BRos Call of Duty podcast. I checked my notes to oh, I have one more thing that I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to give the whole spiel. Free weeks. I'm not sure how to feel about free weeks. Oof. Because potentially, free weeks are great. You know, new people that get to try out the game, maybe haven't played a Call of Duty for a while, or maybe not at all. Then if they like it, you know, you can probably buy it. You can buy it. I mean, I think it's even sometimes on sale after free weeks, which is pretty good. And I like that idea. But then there's the people that kind of abuse it. In a sense that I think it was season 0. With season 0, I was playing with some people and they had a trial weekend. I came out to play matches and all of a sudden there's a dude that's Prestige 3, level 100, the max you can get at the time, on a trial pass. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want to grind it that much, grind it that much. But if you are at the level cap, the max that it'll let you go, buy the damn game. Like, if they're gonna do a free trial weekend, do it like World of Warcraft. Not even a trial weekend, just make it a trial. But you can only go so far. Because if you could only go so far and you like it, that's going to make you want to buy the game more. I'm all for trial weekends. I'm all for game trials. But like there's got to be a limit somewhere. Cuz with this free trial, this guy got to be Prestige 3, which is 150 levels, mind you. And then another 100 levels. So he went up 250 levels on this trial pass. So tell me he's got any, like, want to buy that game now? When he's done everything. I don't know. I just get annoyed about things a lot. But I'm tired, and I have to get up in this morning. So I think we're going to end it just a little bit early here. That being said, you know, join the fucking Discord. It's in the show notes. It's in the description. It's in the Twitch page channel thingy. Join it. You can talk with us. Give us some suggestions. Toss us some Q&A questions. Join the Patreon. Patreon.com/FlashBang BRos. That is the best way you guys can support us. For $5 a month, you know, once we get a patron, we're going to start making bonus episodes every month. So 1 a week. So not only you get to hear us on Fridays, you get to hear us every 5 times a week, or 9 times a month instead of 4. Potentially more. We'll see how that happens. Just for $5 a month. Follow us on Twitter. I can't remember what Josh's is, but he never checks it anyway. I am at B3TABITZ. YouTube.com/betabits. Twitch.tv/betabits. Come find us out. Come hang out with us. Come play Call of Duty with us. It's always been great. It's always been great to get able to do this for you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for just being yourselves and putting up with us. And as always, stay frosty.